mom cared about her home. But having a bucket and a mop, that meant that the only time that you were really cleaning that floor was the first time you put the mop in the bucket. The second time you were spreading dirty water all over the house. Don Aslett Cleaning Corporation cleans 400 million square feet of office and retail space every single night. They are one of America's largest privately owned cleaning companies, and they clean and mop with microfiber and water. That's it. Now, if they need to disinfect, you can use this with a disinfectant. The only difference between the system I'm about to show you and these three funky little fun colors is the fact that they don't have the fun, funky colors on the cleaning carts for the Don Aslett people, which, by the way, is unfair because they deserve bright colors too.
Right?
Yeah.
Why not have fun when you're cleaning?
Yeah.
How are you, my friend?
Christopher Joyce is also a cleaning expert. Hi. This set is one of the best values.
No doubt.
At 23 bucks. I used to sell, and I'm going back 25 years ago, when microfiber first hit the industry.
And it was wildly expensive.
Yes, we would sell for $23 a mop and one pad. Now, microfiber has even progressed to different heights and different cuts. You're getting two of the floor mopping.
Yeah, I call these the workhouse pads.
Yes.
The workhorse. You're going to use these over and over and over again.
These are the fingers, the noodles, for big time scrubbing. If you've got a big mess, you know, the hot dog lands on the floor, there's ketchup, mustard everywhere. That's
Gets
what
in
you
the grout lines on your tile floors.
Yep. This is a dry or damp duster for hardwood floors to get. Usually when you vacuum a floor, you have to come back and kind of wipe it again. That's that. Now, I've got three colors. I've got the blue, the green, I think they're calling it coral. Yeah, we are. That is a steel pole, and that pole is longer than before, which actually gives you more versatility, more
Yeah, and the pole's in pieces, so if you want to be shorter, if you're a short person, you can do that. Right. What I love is exactly right. You're getting the same microfiber system, including the mop, including these industrial grade pads that are on every single Don Aslett cart, but now we're calling it a cleaner home because we made it look pretty. So why not?
Yeah.
You know, have fun, enjoy it, enjoy some colors.
You've been dirtying up floors for the last hour and a half.
What I want you to do with this pad is run under the tap water, wring it out. You just roll it up, wring it out really well. And then you can go to town. Now, I put a muddy mixture on here, maybe 2 hours ago. Okay. I've allowed it to fully dry. I mean, it is not going anywhere because I want to show you, even when something is fully dry.
And this, by the way, is a really highly water sensitive floor. That's bamboo.
That's a really good point. And here's the neat thing. Because you're not using a mop and a bucket and you're using these microfiber pads, it's lifting, it's trapping, it's holding that dried on mess. But what's really important to your point is that it is not leaving a watery mess behind like you typically would with a mop and bucket. Why is that important? Well, a lot of the floors that we're installing today are click and lock. They're not glued.
They call it a floating floor.
A floating floor. These seams, if they fill with water, that's going to cause problems. That's why you want to go to something like this, exactly this, these microfiber mops that are damp, get the job done, even the stuff that was fully dried on there, but it's not leaving a watery mess behind.
Here's another factor. I think it's crazy when you go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And listen, I don't blame them. Companies want your money. When you buy things that are disposable, you've got to replace them over and over and over again.
You do.
With this, you put it in the washing machine, you put it in the dryer, and you reuse it.
Exactly. So rather than throwing, as they say, cash in the trash,
there's times when it's worth. Disposable diapers, brilliant idea.
Excellent idea.
But not for floor cleaning.
What I'm showing you here not only is the transformation from this Brazilian cherry hardwood floor that was filled with all this dried on salt mixture, but I want to show you they thought of everything. See how this pad overlaps the actual mop head? That is so you can get up against the baseboards and clean that area as well as you're cleaning the floor. Now, look at that dramatic difference.
Christopher, and I also noticed you didn't change that pad over.
Good point.
Because there really was no need to do so. I know that pad looks filthy.
Correct.
But what microfiber does so well is it not only grabs dirt, but it pulls it inwardly so that the edge of the fiber is always cleaning
So it
by
lifts,
itself.
it traps,
Yeah.
it holds, even when it's dirty. Now, when it gets really dirty, after you've done a few hundred square feet,
Yeah.
you simply peel it away.
But I'm getting
put
another
it in
one of
the
those
washing
pads,
machines,
plus
of
the scrubbing
workhorse.
pad, then
Exactly
also
right.
the dry dusting pad.
So you saw the dried on mud.
Yep.
Now I have live mud that was just brought in. Now I'm using the same pad.
Yeah.
It looks dirty, but look what it's doing. It's still picking up all that muddy mixture, leaving a beautiful surface behind without residue, because remember, we're just using tap water. Look at the extraordinary difference on that floor.
And the time it takes to fill the bucket, I've got my entryway already done.
Yes.
And even my wife makes fun of me. I mop my entryway twice a day. Because there's always muddy footprints. We've got 4 dogs running in and out. There's me, there's my wife, and I want to keep it clean. And it's a really interesting surface. It's an old slate floor.
Yeah.
And microfiber is the only thing that I feel really gets it clean.
And it's as simple as that. You put this in the washing machine. Remember, you're getting 2 of these microfiber pads, the workhorse pads. And now we're going to go to, go ahead.
Can I throw something in?
Absolutely.
When they get really filthy, I agree. Put them in the washing machine. But
Yeah.
more times after, what I do is I wind up peeling it, just taking it over to the sink, rinsing it, and then wringing it out again, and put it back on, and then just finish the job.
Can I show you the difference in the pads?
Sure,
because
please do.
and then I'm going to show you why this one is so effective, this noodle pad. So you're getting 2 of these. These are the ones I call the workhorse pads. They have a beautiful texture to them. They're soft as silk, but as you saw, they have the ability to scrub, and you can use them hundreds and hundreds of times. So those are the 2 workhorse pads. Now, right up against it, you're seeing the noodle fiber pad.
Yep.
That's going to be your scrubber. That's going to be the one that's going to get into the grout lines. And then if you're a pet owner, you're absolutely going to love this dusting and pet hair pad.
I agree.
It attracts it like a magnet. It pulls up that dust. You can put a little bit of water on it. You saw me using a spray bottle. It's a nice thing to do with that type of pad.
I've got 3 colors right now. I've got
Yes, sir.
the coral, I've got green, and I've got the blue. This price, $23 is amazingly low, when again, we used to sell the mop by itself with 1 pad for $25.
And I want to show you how you can change the pads. I just moved it over here. I had bent down to do that, but you typically don't have to bend down. Put it under the sink, wring it out really well, and then watch this. You simply place the mop head on there, and you're good to go. And then you can start cleaning. So in this case, I'm cleaning a tile floor. And
Wait,
what
is that crayon?
That's crayon.
All right.
And now I'm using my scrubbing pad. Why is that important? I want to show you that I'm actually cleaning the grout lines as well. So you can see I'm cleaning the greasy, waxy crayon. It has the ability to scrub off all those scuff marks. Some more greasy, waxy crayon, no problem at all. Perfectly clean floor, no residue. I'm not smelling anything. I'm not having to barricade the kitchen off because this is going to be dry
that's true.
in about 30 seconds.
It's funny, we never ate in the dining room. I think my mom had dining room chairs only to block the kitchen floor after it was washed.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So you talked about messes, right? Things are going to spill, whether it's ketchup or mustard, you name it. Remember, we've already picked up the greasy, waxy crayon. Now all those noodle fibers are going to tack all the ketchup as well. Look at that. It's gone.
Oh, it grabbed
And I can
it.
continue to clean over and over and over again because the way microfiber is structured. Remember, it's going to lift and trap and hold. There you're seeing it, but it's not redepositing on the floor until you put it in the washing machine.
There is also a factor for the fact that this is manufactured by a professional cleaning company.
Exactly right. And we just made it prettier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is the same pads that they use. They just made them prettier. That they don't care about coral, green, and blue on the carts where they're cleaning almost 500 million square feet of office.
Now that's a great shot. You know why? This is what happens to everyone's hardwood floors and laminate floors. You see the dust sitting on there? It happens
yeah,
every
you can.
single day, right?
Yep.
You see it. So take your dusting pad, put it on, and I just love the fact that it's going to grab onto that dust, grab onto the pet hair,
Okay.
and now it's all gone. Now you're probably saying, wait a minute, you didn't get everything. Well, I'm going to show you just a second. So picked up all the dust, the dirt, the debris. Okay, the scuff
Right.
marks are still there. Well, then
Can
take
I?
your, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so now take this, and I'm not even applying a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you really aren't.
It just grabs it. Look at
Nice
that.
job. And again, that is a water-sensitive floor, Dan.
Yep.
But yet, within 30 to 60 seconds, that floor will be dry, yet you were able to fully clean it just using tap water.
So you're getting, once again, you're getting the steel pole, and it's the elongated steel pole. I don't know if this helps you, but I'm 5'9".
Yeah.
So And your color choices in the handle. And they did color code the actual
They
pads,
did,
didn't
yes. So you see here.
all right.
So these pads, okay, go with the coral mop head.
Okay.
All right, and see the edges are the coral color.
Oh, be done.
And then the blue goes with the blue. And then, of course, we have
You
green.
guys are getting so fancy.
There's the green on this
Yeah.
one. See?
So,
yeah, it's all coordinated.
These are the two traditional microfiber
Yeah.
pads. You're getting both of those. You're getting the scrubber, and then you're also getting that dusting pad. All four of those, again, are washable, reusable, over and over and over again, hundreds of times in the washing machine.
So you saw what a beautiful job it did on the hardwood floors. You saw what a beautiful job that it did on the tile floors. I mean, whatever your hard surface in your home, it's going to take care of it, bringing it back to that natural shine. Now we can go over to this beautiful, I think this is also a cherry floor. Again, I put a salt mixture on it, and look how it just glides across, even though, honestly, this is fully dry.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. And there you see,
I'm
pulls
hoping
it
the
off.
days of that salt on the floors is gone for
It's
a
gone.
few months.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're almost there.
They had snow yesterday in Indiana.
Really?
Yeah, like an inch at Dad's place.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off. We're going to make a real mess here with some soda. But again, you pull this off,
Okay.
and then to reattach it. Now, this is the noodle fiber one. All right. And just plop it on, and we're good to go. I hit some soda back here. Let me pour some messes on.
While you do that, I'll add to
All
the
right, you're going to add some crayon. All right, very good. Now, I'm going to put it on this tile floor because I want to show you that those noodle fibers do an incredible job, right? Incredible job, my friend.
Yep.
In the grout lines. That's where you want to get. And that's where those noodle fibers are going to come in handy. So watch how super absorbent this is. It's picking up that soda, no problem at all. And because there's tap water on there, it's cleaning at the same time, and it's going to be dry within a few seconds, 30 to 60 seconds.
As a doubting Thomas I am,
Go ahead.
came back.
Go ahead.
No, that's not sticky
It's
at all.
not sticky. And
That was the tap water.
it pulled all that soda out of
Yeah,
the grout
you can
lines.
see it.
Really, really important.
Nicely done.
Right? Well, thank you.
$23, money well spent.
Yeah.
Again, the way grandmother used to do it, grandma had the bucket, and she had the
did.
floor cleaner, and I remember mom's favorite. When you put chemicals on the floor, if you read the labels for most of those floor cleaners, it tells you to rinse the floor. After, how do you rinse a floor? So you don't.
What did you draw on there, Dan? Oh, it's a smiley
Little
face.
smiley face.
Cute.
That's my producer, Alan.
There you go. Really?
Well, no, if
Okay.
you knew him, that is a shocking resemblance.
Exactly. Now, this is a pad, remember, that I started using at the beginning of the show. So it looks dirty, but as you saw, it continues to clean over and over and over again. And now let's go to this
All right.
hardwood floor. And remember, get a little spray bottle, and then when you need a little extra moisture, you're not putting too much on there, give it a good spray, and now we can take care of the salt mixture using the same pad. Look at that. Lickety split, your job is done, up against the baseboards as well.
That's smart.
Right?
I'm telling you, we live in a pretty impressive era
We do.
for cleaning because you actually are working less hard and spending less money, and your home is actually cleaner.
Well, as I say, if you have the right tools,
Right.
and this is definitely the right tools for today's type floors. People love hardwood. They love laminate. They love all these different properties of the floors. But the problem is the seams.
Right.
You don't want the water
I
like
agree.
the old-fashioned mop and bucket used to leave that puddly mess behind. No longer, because you're using the genius of the microfiber pad.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Welcome. Again, the John Holt Cleaning Company, or John Holt, the Don Aslett Cleaning Corporation is a privately owned cleaning company that cleans 400 million square feet of office space every single night. They do it with that.
And we just made it pretty.
Yeah, the